All right, peace, brothers and sisters. Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, give honor and praise to the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Yaakov. Give a double honors to 7130 South Chicago that taught me this truth. Give a double honors to all the brothers and sisters that the Creator has awoken in these last days. With that being said, peace and shalom. All right, brothers and sisters, I want to go into a discussion today. I want to talk about Jada Pinkett Smith and a lot of things that she has done throughout the years to basically embarrass her husband, which is Will Smith. Now, I've been listening to this thing. Well, we've been knowing about this for years. That, for the past couple of years, that she's been very vocal about certain things that has been going on in a marriage, and vice versa. He has been too. And these last stages of events that's been going on, like with the Chris Rock situation, August Alsina, it's been showing you that, to me, it's been showing me that without what we've been knowing about them for the longest, that a lot of this stuff may be scripted because they have what you would call an open relationship. And I first heard about it when I was a youngster, in my young 20s, when they first started messing around. And a lot of times we don't really understand what that situation is. And see, a lot of these movie stars and these actors, they play a role, and a lot of times they do things in the public to always keep themselves relevant and to introduce the human family into customs and traditions that is basically against the Creator. Because let's look at this on another scale, right? And see, another thing too, before we go into this, if Jada Pinkett was living into another society, like if she was a Muslim living over there overseas, she'll never do nothing like this. It's because their customs and traditions is far different from over here. See, they have capital punishment for women that step out of line like that. Like when they disrespect their husband, and especially when she slept with August Alsina. But see, what I'm trying to get people to understand is that, see, the culture and the traditions that's over here in America is basically confusion. That's why we call America in the European Common Market System is basically Babylon the Great. It's because, see, over here in America, there's no rules. See, there's no consequences. See, back in the day when America was, in her heights and things of this nature, you couldn't do things like this. Like the woman had to be basically second fiddle, because the man was pretty much the dominant figure. But now you don't really see that anymore. You see a lot of women today, they very vocal. they run their mouth too much and they do a lot of things in the media that is basically disrespectful towards the family. See, but in my bird's eye view, like I said, I could be wrong. I think that a lot of this stuff that Will and Jada is doing is basically for publicity. See, and to introduce people to another lifestyle that a lot of people is not really used to. See, a lot of people in this world is not, in this country, is not so much used to what you would call people that are swingers. You know, we hear about that stuff, but it's not really in the mainstream. Whereas the man and the woman, they may tackle a woman, or a man and a woman tackle a man. See? And this is the mentality that's really going on. It's just like maybe about 30 years ago, or even 20 years ago, we wasn't really used to homosexuals being out of the closet like they are now. See, even though we got family members, we got things like that, we got people in the neighborhood that may indulge in that, but it wasn't, rampant like it is now. So in these times, you have these things going on is because why? It's because they're trying to introduce the world to another way of living. And see, like I said, a lot of this stuff is contrary to what you would call what people would say nature, but I would say that it's contrary to the creator. And see, this is why a lot of these folks, they gonna be destroyed. I remember my man Chronicles of Judah, he made a statement and he was saying that a lot of these people is gonna come out and they gonna start saying that they worship the adversary. See? And if you're not following that, they gonna deem you as public enemy number one. And I wouldn't put it past it. It's because when we look at a lot of these things that's going on with these celebrities, they are some of the most they are some of the main people that are introducing you to different lifestyles. See, just like we was talking about gangster music. Like, even though we listen to it, we listen to R&B. R&B is really filthy too. You know what I'm saying? But we listen to it because it's a nice melody, got a nice beat and things of this nature. You may like the way people rap, or you may like the way people sing, but a lot of times we don't really listen to the lyrics like that. And see, the lyrics that people are saying is basically introducing you to another way of living just as well. See? So let's look at this on the flip side. See, let's say that all this stuff, let's say that they just having a marital spat and they going through stuff, right? I hear a lot of us, and I was guilty of that too, and this for the low level. A lot of us on the low level, we criticized her because she's disrespecting Will Smith, blah blah blah. But see, we gotta be honest. Will Smith invited a lot of this stuff into his life. See, like, just scratch out everything that I'm saying if you look at it on the surface. Like, a person is not going to be dealing with nothing that he's not allowing himself. See, because in this society, we've been taught to accept behavior like this. See, when she slept with August Alsina, that was supposed to be the exit for Will Smith. But see, what is he doing? He's continuing to work a situation out that is unworkable. Is because what he's doing symbolically and what he's teaching men to do is to worship the woman as a god. See, that's really what he's doing. And a lot of us don't even really see that. See, when she started sleeping with another man, that was the situation for him to leave. But she made a statement. She said, we've been separated for 7 years, but it doesn't matter. See, if you're going to go by the Bible, there's no such thing as basically separation. See, it's either you married or you not. See, just because you separated, that don't mean nothing. And see, a lot of this stuff is going on with the human family is because we haven't really been introduced to the ways and the lifestyle of the Creator. See, we too busy following what man is doing. See, men and women. And like I said before, I was just thinking about this just a few minutes ago. I don't even believe that it's really nothing going on with them. It's just a role that they playing. They're putting out their customs, their lifestyle, and their ideology out to the public. And see, what's happening is you have people that's on television, they're watching this. And you know, most of the people that look at this situation is young adults, see, or middle-aged people. Old people too much don't watch this, but it's really towards the young adults. We're the ones that sit back watching this, and we're soaking up this stuff, you know. And you will hear things from a man's point of view, and you will hear things from a woman's point of view. But to be honest with you, you know, some of these women, they condone this, see? Because the first thing they'll say, well, it's okay when a man does it, blase, blase. It's really not okay if anybody does it, see? Right? But what people don't really understand is that we don't even know how to be in relationships, see? We don't even know how to, you know, deal with a female, or a female don't even know how to deal with a man. See, this this is why we having so much trouble, is because we too busy looking at these people for guidance and understanding, and they're really steering us the wrong way. See, so when I look at her, I just see a person that is trying to basically, you know, dupe the masses with unacceptable behavior. See, but like I say, you got to go back from the beginning. There has always been rumors that Will Smith and Jada Pinkett, you know, they have what you would call an open relationship. And they already accused Will Smith of messing with both men and women. And they accused Jada Pinkett of the same thing. Now Jada Pinkett is going out on national TV telling the world that Tupac proposed to her and all this. Let's say if he did. That's 30-some years ago. Why is that relevant today? See, a female, if you marry, a female is supposed to carry herself a certain type of way. She's not supposed to be talking like that. And like I say, let's say that they're not playing a role or a script. You could say that she's a victim herself, is because this is the behavior that she's seen out in the world just as well. See, this is the same behavior because most of us, we come from broken households. We come from parents that's not married to their fathers and things of this nature. You know, we come from obscure situations. So a lot of times we may mean well, but when we get into relationships, a lot of times we bring a lot of those traditions, those educational systems that we got from our parents, we bring that back to our families. See? And a lot of times our families is destroyed because of the behaviors that we did learning from our parents. And you know, a lot of times these entertainers and these people that control the media, they know this. This is why they put these people out on television. That's why you see stuff like Basketball Wives. You see Love and Hip Hop. See, all of that stuff is nothing but what I would like to call Babylonianism. And what I mean by that is that it's just a bunch of confusion. You see the man going against the woman. You see the woman going against the man. Right? All this stuff going on. Then they got transgenders on television. It's just a bunch of things that's going on that a lot of the people is not really used to. But what they're doing is they're slowly but surely they're conditioning you to accept these type of things. So let me hit you with something. Rather the entertainers or the masses not going to come out and say that they openly worship the adversary, but when you start to reject these type of behaviors, you're going to be looked at as public enemy number one. So brothers and sisters, a lot of times we have to look at this not with our two eyes, but our third eye, which is our spirit, to be able to navigate through a lot of this foolery that's going on in the land of confusion. So with that being said, peace, shalom.